Angel Reese did things last night I'm not sure we've ever seen on a basketball court. I was like, is this real? Did this happen?
Angel Reese had a tough game, one of the most disappointing showings of her career, and it wasn't just the numbers that told the story. On the court, things just didn't go her way. From poor decision-making to overly aggressive play, it was a rough night that left fans and viewers confused and concerned.
Lunar Owls crushed the Rose BC, and Angel, well, she did some rather interesting things on the court. And Napheesa Collier, well, look now, one thing we could say, they are not afraid of Angel Reese and the Rose BC, because after hitting the game-winning shot, Napheesa had some real words towards Angel Reese.
But the highlight of the game, Napheesa Collier had clearly had enough of Angel Reese's behavior and made it known. She responded in a calm but commanding way, showing exactly how to shut down a player who talks more than she delivers. If you want to see how a true pro handles drama on the court, you're in for a treat. We're breaking down every key moment that showed Reese might be more focused on flash than fundamentals. And yes, the stats back it all up. One play under the basket especially raised eyebrows for how unnecessary it was.
Angel Reese looks like a very dirty move under the basket.
Spot draws two, sling it, Reese!
Reese entered the game with her usual confidence, looking like she was ready to dominate. But it didn't take long to see that something was off. Rather than focusing on smart, team-first basketball, she seemed more caught up in putting on a show. Her efforts to rattle the other team led to risky passes and a string of poor decisions that hurt her team more than helped.
She's going to go in, and then after she hits it, she's going to bark her head off at Angel Reese.
Eight to shoot, Tiggins Smith, matched up by Gray.
Right there,
the ball. Collier
game winner, look at her. She's talking mad shit.
Queen Bee,
mad shit.
Angel Reese was on Napheesa Collier, giving her a bunch of frustrating bombs.
Now let's talk numbers, because honestly, they speak for themselves. Angel Reese had 7 turnovers in this game. Yes, 7. And these weren't small slip-ups. Some of them were the kind of mistakes you rarely see at the pro level. In one bizarre moment, she threw the ball off the backboard, caught it herself like a practice drill, and then froze, visibly confused by what just happened.
Angel Reese rebounded her own pass. I saw this and was like, this can't be real. Angel Reese thought she was playing dodgeball out there.
Reese's confidence seemed to work against her as she took some wild, off-target shots that never had a chance. When she wasn't missing badly, she tried to play overly physical, pushing and bumping into Napheesa Collier throughout the game. It looked less like strategy and more like frustration, as she seemed more focused on getting in Collier's head than actually scoring.
Was 8 for 16 for 17 points, 10 boards last night, 7 damn turnovers. Napheesa Collier right here, 7 of 16. She had 16 points, 9 rebounds, but she had the most important thing, the game winner last night.
But here's where things got interesting. Instead of reacting to Reese's antics, Collier showed exactly why she's a seasoned pro. She kept her cool, stayed focused, and let her game do the talking. Every time Reese tried to get physical, Collier answered the right way, by scoring and making big plays. While Reese looked more like she was in a wrestling match, Collier was putting points on the board and taking control of the game.
Angel Reese is out there looking like a UFC fighter.
If you're a hoops fan, if you're a basketball fan, and you watch this, I don't give a shit if you are an Angel Reese fan. You can't tell me this is not egregious.
They're doing everything they have to do to sell this.
Angel Reese hit a low point when she tried to make a defensive move that completely backfired. While forcing her way into position, she lost her balance and fell to the floor in dramatic fashion. It looked more like a staged fall than a real one. The best part? The refs weren't fooled. No whistle, no foul, just an awkward moment that left fans stunned and shaking their heads.
Angel Reese is the most unskilled basketball player in the history of basketball, in my opinion. She has no skills. She knows that she's not a very good basketball player. That's why she spends so much time half naked and taking pictures and promoting things that have nothing to do with basketball.
Social media lit up after the flop, with fans quick to call out the irony. For someone who prides herself on being tough and physical, Reese went down pretty easily when it worked in her favor. It was a tough moment that reminded everyone. While she enjoys playing the role of the villain, she struggles when the spotlight gets too intense. Instead of rising to the occasion, she leaned into behavior that only made her seem out of sync with the game.
Angel Reese, the content creator side, it's pretty clear basketball is her top priority. I cannot imagine how anybody could view this athlete in any other way. It's clear basketball is front and foremost. This is all helping with things like shooting better from the field and missing layups. She has no rhythm, just like she can't make a layup. Practice layups. OnlyFans incoming.
Meanwhile, Napheesa Collier stayed completely focused. She didn't need to get caught up in the drama. Her game did all the talking. While Reese was chasing attention for all the wrong reasons, Collier was calmly racking up points, showing exactly why she's one of the top players in the league. Every time Reese tried to throw her off, Collier answered with solid, skillful play. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get worse for Reese, she made one final misstep. With a chance to help her team rally, she panicked under pressure and passed the ball straight to the opposing team. Another turnover, another missed opportunity, and another moment she'll want to forget.
I think Angel's more concerned about being an influencer, content creator, over being a better basketball player. This was her taking pictures, hanging out with some rappers and producers, etc.
You think you could get a bucket in this format, full court 3-on-3?
You don't think I can get a bucket?
Yeah.
If Angel Reese on my team, yeah.
By the end of the game, the difference between the two players couldn't have been clearer. Napheesa Collier embodied professionalism, poised, disciplined, and clutch. Angel Reese, on the other hand, came off as an overhyped player who let her emotions get the best of her. For Reese, it was a night to forget, but for fans who've seen her antics all season, it was just more evidence that she's far from the superstar she claims to be. This loss wasn't just another bad game. It exposed her reckless and undisciplined playstyle. While Reese has built a brand on trash talk and drama, games like this show why she's not in the same category as true stars like Collier or Caitlin Clark. The difference between talk and talent was undeniable, and Reese walked away with nothing but another humbling loss.
Gotta see this clip. Runs down court with the basketball, 3-4 steps ahead of everybody, has an easy layup, and throws it to the girl behind her. No skills.
So Lexi Hull's right here, right? She's going to come out here. She gets the ball, going to pass it into Angel. Look at this, folks. That's Lexi Hull. Wide ass open. Does she get the ball? Angel not only did not pass the ball back out to Lexi Hull, but she missed another frickin' layup.
Angel Reese once again avoided taking responsibility for her mistakes. Instead of owning up to her reckless play and poor performance, she immediately went into damage control mode. She blamed everyone else, her teammates, the refs, the coaching staff, even the court itself, but never once looked at herself. It was classic Reese behavior. Act tough, play recklessly, and when things don't go as planned, claim to be the victim.
To keep going, it's hard. Like, it is hard. To live my life isn't easy. And I don't want to get emotional, but like, that's why I put the work in every day. Cause like, there are little girls that look up to me. There are the college girls that look up to me. And just being able to be an inspiration every day. So that's why I just try to keep going through all the negativity. At 22, it's hard living this life, but I'm grateful. I'm blessed. And I'm lucky to be around this group, and being here in Rivalry has just been the best thing.
Meanwhile, Napheesa Collier and the Lunar Owls were rightfully celebrating. Collier did exactly what a true leader does, stayed focused, played smart basketball, and came through in the clutch. She didn't need to resort to cheap shots or trash talk. Her performance spoke for itself. While Reese was busy flailing and arguing with refs, Collier was calmly leading her team to victory with poise and precision. And when the moment came to silence Reese once and for all, Collier delivered with a game-winning shot and a well-earned celebration right in Reese's face.
3 weeks into the season and Unrivaled is struggling to sell out a studio that seats 800 people?
At some point, TNT Sports is going to be like, we ain't making no money because we ain't got no ratings. And I mean, they don't have any ratings, and she's not pulling them. She had a game last Saturday, didn't even make 80,000 viewers. This person said you complain about everything. Professional life is different, and you can't seem to handle.
And of course, the internet had a field day with Reese's meltdown. Memes flooded social media almost immediately, as fans roasted her for the 7 turnovers, missed layups, and of course, her final blunder. Some joked that she was trying to set a record for the most embarrassing plays in a single game. One tweet summed it up perfectly. Angel Reese talks like she's Shaq, but plays like a YMCA player who just learned the rules. Others pointed out that Reese's entire game is built on unnecessary aggression rather than actual skill, and this performance was just more proof of that. But here's where it gets even worse for Reese. The WNBA is watching. Coaches, analysts, and even her own teammates are starting to notice the pattern. Her reckless play isn't helping anyone. It's not winning games. It's not improving her skills. And it's definitely not earning her respect from the league's top players. Instead, it's making her a liability. If she doesn't adjust her game soon, she might find herself getting fewer minutes, or worse, becoming just another overhyped player who never lived up to the talk.
Sportsmanship, seriously. Now, she's still acting up and running her mouth right here. She's pointing out, look, you're running your mouth. Get out of here. The referee said, I'm not listening to your smart-ass mouth. Get out of here. Unbelievable. Black History Month. Y'all know I had to be the first. Seriously. So she just claimed that she got thrown out because she's a victim of racism.
When it's not going well for you, claim racism.
She came out, made it about race, and got crushed.
And let's not forget the internet. Social media had a field day. With Reese's meltdown, the memes started rolling in almost immediately. Fans roasted her 7 turnovers, her missed layups, and of course, her final possession blunder. Some even joked that she was trying to set a record for the most embarrassing plays in a single game. One tweet summed it up perfectly. Angel Reese talks like she's Shaw but plays like a YMCA hooper who just learned the rules. Others pointed out how Reese's entire game is built on unnecessary aggression rather than actual skill, and this performance was just more proof of that. But here's where it gets even worse for Reese. The WNBA is watching. Coaches, analysts, and even her own teammates are starting to see the pattern. Her reckless play isn't helping anyone. It's not winning games. It's not improving her skills. And it's certainly not earning her respect from the league's top players. Instead, it's making her a liability. And if she doesn't adjust her game soon, she might find herself getting fewer minutes or worse, becoming just another overhyped player who never lived up to the talks.